Okay. So I'm gonna record it for the people that aren't here. If you can turn on your video, unless you're like half naked or like doing something crazy, turn on your video so I can see you. I'm really excited because this month we're changing how we're doing things. Okay, so this is a little bit of a difference, and what we're gonna do is work with people on our team who want to work with us. I don't care if everybody on your team, like, it's closer to work with somebody else rather than who's working. I want you to use who's working because we need to work with the people who want it. So every single one of you are on here because you want it. You want to go Ruby and higher. You want to go Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, whatever your goal is. I know that some of you are even going for triple diamond in here, so I'm super excited. So I sent a little thing that I made. And it says steps to promote to Ruby to Diamond. So make sure you have that, like click on that and print this out if you need to. But this is something that, like, literally, guys, this is the formula for success. Every single one of you wants to promote. That's why you're on this Zoom, okay? Not everybody is on this Zoom in our team, okay? You are literally like a small group of people who are ready to work, ready to give it your all, ready to, like, just go after it, okay? So just know, like, you guys are special, okay? You're all here because we have one goal in mind, and that's promoting, right? And I want to help every single one of you get to where you want to go. So if you look on the page, it says step 1, you need to have out your chart. So most of you are going for Ruby, so I have this Ruby chart example, and I know I've sent it in the chat, and I know I've sent it to a lot of you separately, but if you still need it, please let me know, okay? This is basically an example that I'm showing you. So this should be your name. This is you, okay? And then this is 3 distributors underneath you. And then this is a place for you to put your customers and then your auto shipment. Let me tell you guys something with a promotion. If you're 110% committed to going Ruby this month, I want you to run an auto shipment. Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Triple Diamond, whatever your goal is, I want you to run an auto shipment because here's the thing. Do you guys know when I tell you to get 4 customers in the beginning, that will give you around 150 to 200 in volume. Volume comes from products, okay? So let's say I order 3 bags of keto coffee. That would be 30, 60, 90 BV, right? Because they're 30 BV each, and they're $39. So we get paid off of BV, bonus volume. So you want to keep that in mind. You can find this on your website, that kind of thing. But let's say that I enrolled 290 BV customers, and that was what was commission qualifying me. Because to be commission qualified, meaning to get paid, you need 150 in volume, okay? So that being said, if you're going for a promotion, you either want to be way over 150 and closer to 500, or you want to run an auto shipment. You have that option, but I want you to know that because if you go into this and you don't cover your butt and you just get 150 in volume, I will tell you that, let's say that customer cancels, you could miss out on your paycheck, okay? So you guys do not want to miss out on your paychecks. So please cover your butt by either getting way over the 150. So let's say you get 400 BV in customer volume, okay? Like, do that, okay? Our goal, and you know, I teach this all the time, is to get 500 BV for yourself and then start helping your team. But I'm just saying, if you run an auto shipment, you order those products and nobody can, like, return those unless you do, and then you're missing out on your own paycheck. You wouldn't do that. Okay, so let me get off of that. So if you guys need help specifically with this chart, what I want you to do is go on YouTube and literally find videos of the new updated Ruby chart and study it. Figure out what it is, what it means, what qualified leg means. Like, study all of these things. This is something where you're going to have to take the time and, like, learn what the chart means, what it is, that kind of thing. And there's literally billions of videos on YouTube explaining exactly what the chart is and why it is what it is and that kind of thing, okay? All you need to know, and if you look on that sheet that I made, is that Ruby is 2,000 in group volume and 3 distributors. Group volume is your sales plus everybody under you. So you and the 3 people under you, right? So that being said, so it's 2,000 total. Let's say you enroll 3 people and they do absolutely nothing. Despite your efforts, they just won't work. Okay, it happens, and I want you to know that's normal. Okay, it might happen to you. I don't know, you might enroll 3 rock stars and they all take off. But sometimes you enroll 3 people that do absolutely nothing. So you need to plan for the worst because you're the leader of your team. And number 1, you need to show them how it's done. And number 2, you just need to get it done even if they don't, okay? So if you didn't already know, I know some of y'all are new, you can move customers to your distributors and help them out, which is really cool because if somebody's like barely working but you need them for a promotion, then you can move customers to them so you get the promotion. So what was I going to say? Okay, so 2,000 volume. So you're having your chart out. I don't care if you literally have this chart out every single day. If you don't have a goal, like you don't have any goal, you're just like, yeah, like my Ruby chart's right here. You're not going anywhere. You're not going Ruby. You're not going Emerald. You're definitely not going Diamond, okay? So you literally have to have your chart out, but then you have to have daily goals. So if you're going for Ruby, I would challenge you to get 60 BV a day. 60 BV. That could be 1 customer, that could be 2. It kind of depends like on, the volume. Like at the least, that's 2 customers a day. You have to constantly be enrolling customers if you want to promote. If you tell yourself it's so hard to enroll customers, I promise you won't enroll them. This is all about believing in yourself, okay? So just know if your goal is Ruby this month, you need to enroll about 60 BV a day. It's okay to miss a day. If you literally worked all day and you're planting seeds, you're talking to people, you're like, man, I gave it my all today. Okay, maybe tomorrow you'll enroll like 300, and then that made up for the time that you didn't enroll. Does that make sense to everybody? Like, it's okay if you don't hit 60 a day as long as you're giving it your all. Because if you don't give it your all and you just like take a break, then you're probably not going to enroll tomorrow either. And then it's like this vicious cycle of you not doing anything. And that will not get you to Ruby. Okay, so 2,000 group volume, that's about 60 BV a day for you. Let's say you enroll 3 rock stars that are like killing it on your team, then teach them to get 60 BV a day. And then you're going to be at Diamond before you know it because you taught not only yourself and you're enrolling these customers and being a leader, but you're also teaching other people how to be successful. And that's where this all comes. I think that a lot of the times we get so caught up in our business, we forget to, think about other people and their businesses. And that's where we start to it's just not good. Okay. You're not going to get paid good being in business for yourself in this type of business. Okay. So make sure, I sent that thing in the chat, so make sure to read over all of this. I'm not going to go through all of it. But Emerald is 5,000 group volume, and you're teaching 2 people to go Ruby. So if you're going for Emerald or you're going for Diamond, read all of this stuff. I'm not going to read it to everybody and confuse people who are just going Ruby, okay? So if you're going, let's say your ultimate goal is Diamond, but you're a distributor right now, go for Ruby first. Don't take it 3 steps at a time and, confuse yourself. Let's take it 1 step at a time. I know that you want to go fast. I know that you want to run to Diamond. I know that you know what I'm saying? Let's just take it slow, 1 promotion at a time, and we'll eventually get there, okay? Okay, so then I said at every single rank you're required to teach someone else what you know how to do. This is so important. Guys, this goes back to my Zoom last week, if you were on that. If you're just enrolling distributors and you're expecting them to know what to do, then that is a problem. New people do not know what to do, and it's your job to show them what you know, okay? So this goes into another thing. If you're enrolling people that aren't doing anything, it's okay. It is normal for people not to do anything. But I do want to try to stop us in just enrolling anybody, just taking anybody who will sign up, just like acting desperate. I would really like to see as a team for us to not really like select people, because I never want to discriminate anyone at all. Okay. Like, don't discriminate anyone at all. But I'm telling you, if somebody's halfway into it and you can tell they care less, then maybe think, okay, is this somebody I really want on my team? You've got to protect your team. Guys, I did not let everybody into this chat. Why? Because if one bad person comes into it and ruins the chat, it's going to ruin it for everybody else. I want positive people that are ready to work, that are going to enroll every single day, and I know that's you guys. There's literally people that could not be in the chat because they're negative Nancy's that I don't need in the chat. And that's okay. Like, hopefully they figure it out. But you know what I mean? Like, we need to kind of think about who we want on our team. So one thing that I want you to do, and you don't have to do it right now, but I want you to write down exactly the kind of distributors that you want to enroll. And I'm not talking their height and their weight and, you know, their hair color. I'm talking about what characteristics do you want this person to have? What kind of person do you want on your team? Do you want somebody that's dedicated, that's really like a big dreamer, somebody who like is a mom, somebody who is a dog mom, a college student like yourself? Do you want somebody that's really energetic and like, I don't know, I'm very shy into myself. So when I enroll people who are like great in person, I'm like, heck yes, because that's something I don't have. You know what I mean? So I want people on my team that can fill that spot for me. So like, think about who you want on your team. Everybody's a benefit to you, okay? But there are certain people, like if somebody's coming to you and they're like, yeah, I guess I kind of want to try this business like for a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to really work out. Like, I don't think I'm going to give it that much time. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't think this is for you. If you're not willing to even give it a try and like be open to it, I don't think this is for you. So anyways, write down a list of exactly the characteristics you want somebody to have. Maybe they're outgoing and energetic and they have big goals, or maybe they're a mom and they really want to stay at home one day with their kids, like whatever it is. Or maybe they're a college student or working a 9 to 5 and they hate their job and they want to quit it and be able to have more freedom. Like whatever it is, write down exactly who you're trying to look for, because if you're not looking for anything, you're going to attract whatever the universe gives you, which could be crappy people, okay? Like, I'm sorry, but you don't want everybody on your team. You want the right people for you on your team. You got to know what you're looking for, right? So one thing I want to say is that you will enroll people that don't work. It is normal. It is normal for somebody to enroll and not work. Everybody catches on at their own time. So one thing that so I had a Zoom with the top leader today, and one thing she said is that you should never give up on somebody. So if somebody is enrolled on your chart and you're like, man, they don't do nothing, like they just don't do anything, and like manifest, like start writing down that they're amazing. Tell them they're amazing. Like just love on them anyway, and one day they're going to catch on. It's going to be either something you said, something they saw, maybe they had a wake-up call and they really hate their job and they're finally like, okay, I'm in, I'm going to work this. You like never give up on people, but don't necessarily waste your time like trying to tag somebody along that's not coming with you. Like love on them from a distance, but be like, okay, like you're either, I'm enrolling, like I'm working, I'm here if you want to work, like that kind of thing. Rachel says that was me. And yeah, I don't think Kristen's on here. Is Kristen on here? Maybe Kristen's on here. I don't know who iPhone is. But anyways, so Kristen, fun fact, I always tell this story. Kristen was on my team for like 6 months, and she was a distributor with like 100 in volume. Like she was barely commission qualified. Like I don't think for a few months she was commission qualified. And then like in 1 month she went emerald. 1 month. It takes, somebody can wake up like that. Okay, so don't underestimate somebody. Don't hate on them. Everybody has their own time, their own journey, their own stuff that they're going through. And as a leader, you have to understand that like not everybody is on the same life track as you. Okay, so just like take it slow, love on them, But if they're not running with you, like, I'm here if you want to work, be their friend, okay? But like, don't pressure them because it doesn't help. They have to learn for themselves. But so back to what I was saying, if somebody on your team isn't working, it's okay. So let's say, let me get this Ruby chart. So let's say you've got a girl on your team right here, and she's not doing anything at all, okay? But you're trying to go Ruby. You can just get her to 500, okay? You can get her to 500, and then maybe she'll wake up. She'll see that paycheck, and she'll be like, oh, like somehow I got a paycheck. I need to start working my business. Like, you never know what that's going to do for somebody. One thing that I want to stress is that you're not just giving somebody a paycheck. Like, you're going Ruby. That's why you're helping this person. So you can go Ruby, okay? Like, yeah, you're helping this person, but like, you're not just handing them a paycheck. Never think of it like that. Like, I'm just wasting my time handing them a paycheck. Like, no, you're not. Because the company, Lola, my dog's like lapping at water. It's annoying. Okay. But so never complain like you're giving somebody a paycheck, because like, you got your fair share, okay? Like, you just helped them to help yourself go Ruby. So don't complain about that, okay? One thing is that, so the next thing I have on here is that you have to believe that you can do this. And I am telling you that you have to believe to your core that you can do this. You can't be second guessing yourself. You cannot be like, so, there's just something I'm not doing. There's something that I'm not doing. I suck. I'm bad at this. Like, I'm even like scared to say those words, because whatever you believe comes true. So you have got to full-heartedly believe, like, I can make this work and I can make it happen and I can do this. Like, you have to believe all of those things. So, for example, like, if you don't believe you can go Ruby, why would you go Ruby? You know what I mean? Like, you have to believe, I am worthy of Ruby. I can go Ruby. I can go Emerald. I can go Diamond. The belief you have is the belief of how far you will go. So just remember that, okay? Belief is huge. Now, something we do, because as humans, we get in our own head and we start doubting ourselves. Self-develop every single day. And I'm talking learn something. Don't just watch. Now, watch the same thing over and over again if you're getting something new from it, but venture out and find new things that are going to work for you. For example, okay, I have several leadership books. I use this for self-development. It's a leadership book, and it tells you really just how to like mentor your team, and it's a journal. It's actually really cool. Let me show you guys. So it has like days, and then it has like a leadership tip, and then it has like a journal entry for you to do. This is great self-development because it's teaching you something, and it's helping you. The more you know, it's like the more you believe in yourself. Okay, so self-development is huge. It's going to change your mind about things. This is one thing that really helped me go triple diamond, okay? So I want you, honestly, I want everybody to get this. This is so good. It's called the Dream Life Daily Journal, 30 Days to Jumpstart Your Life. A It Works distributor ambassador wrote this. So Denise Walsh, she's amazing. So it's a journal. This is a form of self-development, okay? So this is Christian-based, so if you don't believe in that, you probably won't like this. But it has 30 days, so it's great for the start of the month, okay? And then it has a morning prayer. It has, like, things that God's done in your life. And then it has some kind of journal entry game throughout the day. So this one was make it a goal to share at least 5 hugs with family or friends today. Was it easy or hard for you to give and receive hugs? If it's easy for you, use the space to journal about how being close to friends and family makes you feel. Like, it just has like different things to do every single day and to journal about. So I did this every morning when I was going triple. It has your dream life goals, so big goals you want to accomplish, like long term. And then it has affirmations, so saying good positive things about yourself. It has like goals, so what's going to take you to the big goal. So mine was my dream life goal was to be a presidential diamond, which I don't know, I was promoting to triple. I was like going a little crazy there. But things that I'm going to do to get to that goal: I'm going to message 500 people. I'm going to post on my story and live posts. I'm going to send follow-ups. And then I put 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, never stop. If you've read the Mel Robbins book, then you get that quote. But and then it has help, like, in relationship action items, like, just it's such a good book. Okay, if you want to journal and you don't know what to journal about, this is the best thing. It holds you accountable because it's every day. Another thing, this is the best thing that I've ever read in my entire life. Okay, this is the John Maxwell Complete 101 collection. It is so good, guys. Self-development. So many people come to me and they're like, I don't like to read. I'm not good at reading. Okay, I set a timer for 15 minutes and I just read as much as I can in 15 minutes. And it's so easy to do in 15-minute intervals. And it's funny because once you start self-developing and, like, learning stuff, you start, like, picking it, like, you almost start, like, just speaking it. Like, people say something and you're like, no, like, I know not to say that. Or, like, you can give them a tip. Or, so this basically has all of his 101 books. So it's like a big Bible collection. So it has Attitude 101, Self-Improvement 101, Leadership 101, Success, Teamwork, Equipping, Mentoring, and Relationships. So this covers literally everything that you need. Yes, I will do that. I will send you guys a picture of all of these in the chat. But you can do audiobooks. You can do the thing with audiobooks is don't listen to it and work because you won't retain the information. So when I listen to an audiobook, I will do it when I'm literally, like, following up because I'm just copying and pasting. Like, it's not like I'm not talking to somebody, so, like, I can listen. I listen to it in the shower or when I'm driving or when I'm journaling, because if you listen to it and you're working, you can, like, tune it out, and then you, like, listen to an hour but you have no idea what the heck, like, you just listen to. Okay, so that's just personally, that's something. These are two things that have really helped me. I also have devotionals. I read the Bible. I feel like the Bible is, like, one of the strongest self-development, like, tools that you can have. Okay, like, anything that's going to help you believe in yourself, read it, do it, listen to it for an hour. I listen to Grant Cardone's sales training because he's, like, the #1 salesperson in the world, and he talks about, like, investing, like, $10 million into, like, different businesses, and that inspires me and makes me believe that my little goals, to me, like, little goals are, like, realistic, because he just talked about, like, $10 million. That's something that, like, really inspires me because I'm like, wow, like, if he's talking about $10 million, I can surely make 10,000. Like, I don't know. But that's just, like, something I wanted to throw out there. Self-development is huge. If you don't believe in yourself, you won't go Ruby. You won't. If you don't believe you can't do it, you don't believe you can do it, you won't do it. My dogs are, like, going crazy right now. Come here. Stop. So another thing, and this is the last thing that I really want to go over, is consistency. Working every single day. I don't care if you do the bare minimum every single day and just enroll one customer or one distributor. You're going to be closer to your goal than somebody who works for 3 days and then ghosts. You're going to be so much closer. Okay, so I want you to really, like, make yourself a routine. If you've got another job, get a planner and like, write down not only phone numbers of, like, when people can order, but write down like, stuff that you have to do and, like, stuff you're going to get done, and, like, come up with a schedule. Okay, so if you've only got, and this is the biggest thing, guys, people are like, I don't have time to work this business. I timed myself the other day and it took me, I said it took me 20 minutes to send 100 messages. And so, like, think about it that way. But if you break that up, I'm really bad at math, but you could send 10 messages, just 10 messages, and get those messages out. And it's literally taking seconds of your day. Write a post before you go to bed. Like, I cannot tell you, I went to the beach with my boyfriend's family, and it's like, I run an online business, right? So it's like, I think that I'm on my phone, and it's literally, we came back from the beach and, like, everybody was on their phone, and I was like, wait, what's going on? Like, I'm the only one making money here. Like, they're just, like, having fun on their phones, and I'm literally, like, working. So you're on your phone, okay? You can't lie that you're not on your phone. You either choose to work this business or you don't, okay? Like, if you're truly not on your phone, then you wouldn't be on this Zoom. You wouldn't have signed up. You wouldn't have even had Instagram or Facebook for me to even reach out to you, or for your upline to even reach out to you. You would not even be here. So don't make it that excuse of, I don't have time. Like Grant Cardone says, don't say that. Just say, I make time. I make time. I'm going to send 100 messages, even though I'm tired, before bed, because I know that's going to push me closer to my goals, and I'm going to have phone numbers for tomorrow, right? I do that every single night. I'm like, I really don't feel like messaging, but I really want to. Oh, world. I think Mia wants to go out. But anyways, just, be consistent. Whatever you have to do, stopping and starting never works. Okay. Your potential see that, your customers see that, your potential distributors see that. If literally my enroller wouldn't have been passionate, she wouldn't have been there every single step. Like, literally, if she would have posted like once a week and like not really been active, I wouldn't have joined her. I wanted to join somebody passionate. I wanted to join somebody who was working, that was getting somewhere. So like, if you have to like tell yourself, okay, like, I want to enroll distributors that are going to be good, then you're going to have to start being the distributor that you want to see in people. Okay. So that's honestly, oh yeah. Okay. So one thing I wanted to say about volume and with customers. Okay, so the whole reason I have you guys get your 4 customers is because it gets you a shopping spree, and it also gets you commission qualified. So you're knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone, and you're building on the 500 that you should get under yourself, right? But so let's say you got 4 customers this month. You don't get a shopping spree for every 4 customers you get. You only get the shopping spree once, and then to recommission qualify yourself, you just have to make sure that next month those customers carry over. Because remember, when customers sign up, they sign up for 3 months, meaning they should be there next month, just in the same spot. But people change their order, and people can cancel. So it's just something that you need to keep an eye on, and just make sure that nobody's canceling or nobody's like doing that kind of thing. So just keep an eye on it, but you should always be adding new customers anyway. So you're going to be fine either way. Does that answer your question? Hopefully it does. But I don't know, like, hopefully that makes sense. But customers carry over. But let's say in 3 months, and then like all your customers cancel, which normally does not happen if you take care of them properly. But if all 3 of them cancel, then you would have to like build up your personal volume again. But if you're constantly enrolling customers, it's all gonna like constantly be replaced. That makes sense. And then if you're taking care of your customers, they're not gonna cancel. Like, people love our products. They want them every single month. So one other thing that I want to show you guys, I don't mind if you do this or not. If you don't like this, then don't do it. Like, literally, we only have 9 minutes. I always tell people, like, if something like, take what I say and pick out what helps you, but if something's not going to help you, don't do it. This is something that I'm sending people that are interested in the business now. This is that thing where I'm telling you guys, I want to sign people up who are not going to join and do absolutely nothing. I feel like if I send them this message and they're like, oh, like, this is something I'm going to have to commit to, then they're like, oh my gosh, like, wait, I might have to reconsider. You're going to filter out the people who aren't serious with this one message. Like, literally, you're going to filter them out. So I just sent that in the chat. Like I said, if you don't like it, fine. I'm going to start using it because I think it will filter out people who really like aren't serious. And I want to work with people who are serious. Another thing that I'm doing is, after I'm sending that message and they say yes, I'm going to say, so I might have to send it to you guys here in a minute because I'm running out of time. But I have a Google form, and it's basically like an application, okay? And I am being more serious about the people who I sign up, because I want people, like I said, to sign up and not just do nothing and bring the rest of the team down. I want people who are ready. So I basically made this application, and it's the easiest thing you've ever probably seen in your life, okay? It has like their first name, their phone number, and their Instagram and Facebook. So that way, I know exactly who they are. And then that field is required, so that way they have to answer the question, okay? And then I go on and I ask them what kind of personality, what sounds most like their personality, and it's basically the color personality questions. Red, blue, green, and yellow. And I will show you guys this here as soon as I find it, but this Zoom's ending, so I at least want to tell you about it. But it is basically, and then I ask them what their lifelong dreams and goals are. Not so much that will either like make me want to put them on the team or not. That has nothing to do with it. I just want to know because I want to get to know them. When somebody signs up, I want to know, okay, is this person like trying to save for a house and then dipping out? Are they like trying to make an extra income but they love their job? Are they a full-time, college student but they want to make this their full-time income? That helps me get to know them. And this is all on a Google form, so it's super cool, so I can go back and look at it later, like after they sign up, and be like, oh yeah, like when you sign a lot of distributors, like getting to know everybody is like, oh my God, like who said what, like when, where. So that really helps. And then the last question is like, do you read? And the reason I ask this, guys, is because, and the first answer is like, no, and I never will. If somebody puts that, like they shouldn't be on the team. Like if you're not gonna learn anything in this business, then it's probably not for you. But the next answer says like something like, I don't read, but I will if it will help me get further in the business. If somebody puts that, like they're in, like automatically. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily saying like I'm going to be like, yeah, you can't join the team. I would never say that to somebody. But this kind of lets me get to know them, and then it lets me kind of feel what kind of person they are and what's going to motivate them. Because if they tell me, well, I'm just saving for a car, then me telling them, I don't know, like asking them about like what kind of car they want, that's probably going to motivate them to like work harder. You know what I mean? So you get to know them. I will send you guys that Google form. It's an example. Like, don't give it to your potential distributors because I made it and all the answers will come back to me. You'll have to make your own Google form if you want to do something like that. So don't send all your distributors to me. Make sure that this is just an example, okay? I will just send pictures of it so that way it's just not confusing. So anyways, let me answer this question. What's best for people who always want info from stores on products and never respond after giving info, but daily ask about the products you post and the price? So there are some people that will literally like play with you, and I know that sounds bad, but they'll literally like play with you. They're like, yeah, I'm interested, and you'll have people like go back and forth, and honestly it's like 1% of the population. Like I don't get a lot of people like this, but when I do, I know who they are, and it's like they're interested in this, and then the next day they're interested in this, but like they never sign up. Eventually they will sign up, okay? So don't lose hope. Like, just give them the prices and the information just like you would anybody else. Try not to get aggravated with them, and I promise they will sign up. Just be patient. Literally, like, you know those people when they do it. Like, it's like, you know them. I don't know. But biggest thing, guys, we're going to have a strong mindset. The thing about the chat is that you're in there because you're all promoting. So I'm going to ask you your goals every single day. I'm going to ask you, what self-development, like, please don't make it where it's like this tight, like, chat where nobody can speak and like everybody's scared to say something. Like, if you're doing something fun that day, tell us about it. Like, I want to like everybody to be friends in here, okay? I don't want everybody to be like so uptight and like you can't say anything unless it's about it works or enrolling or oh my God. Like, I don't want it to be like that, okay? I want us to all be friends. I want us to share things that are working with us. Obviously, like, there's a lot of people in there, so try to keep it business related. But like I said, if it's something that like you're doing that day that's really cool, like, share it with us. If a self-development video is really speaking to you, or you see a photo that like really spoke to you, like, please share stuff like that, because we love like just bouncing ideas off of each other. And another thing is that I expect you to be active in this chat, okay? This is honestly, guys, this is not because I want to like be like, oh, you have to be active in the chat and like all this stuff. I want you guys to hit your goals. And I know that what helped me hit my goals was being consistent every single day, knowing what my goals were, being consistent with people, like bouncing ideas off each other. I know that's what got me to my promotion. So I want to create the same environment for everybody else. So let's do this, okay? It's going to be hard. I'm not telling you this is going to be all peaches and bananas and whatever. Like, this is not going to be a breeze, okay? Promoting to Ruby should never feel like a breeze. It's going to feel like hard work, but you're like, wow, I freaking did that. Like, it's kind of like when you practice for a sport and then you get an award and you're like, yeah, I worked for that. You know what I mean? So anyways, this Zoom is ending. If you have any more questions, put them in the chat because the Zoom's ending. But I love you guys, okay? And I'm so excited that you're all promoting this month. We just have to stay committed. We have to stay focused, enrollments every single day, and just being active in the chat. I know every single one of you can do it, okay? All right. All right. Bye, guys.